Today we're taking homegrown tomatoes into canned tomatoes. We're going to do a hot pack pressure canning method today. The tomatoes are a combination between ones that I had froze and ones that I just have diced up ready to go. I'm gonna boil this and get it good and hot. The jars are already in the pressure canner, getting them warmed up. These are jar grippers. They grip the jar in and out. Sorry, I'm going to use a demonstration, but those are your grippers. This is a debubbler. There's the knife. It's going to take the bubbles out. This is a magnetic end. It holds the lid. With the new ball lids, they're recommending that you don't have to boil them. I've had good luck without boiling them, so we're not going to boil them. This is my jar filling funnel. Then I have a spoon, a slotted spoon to stir with and to pull the tomatoes. But I like tomato juice, so I'm going to use the rest of the juice and we're going to can them, and we'll use them later on for soups and stews and chilies and other stuff as the season progresses and it finally gets cooler. Right, so the tomatoes are starting to boil. They don't have to be roiling boil, they just have to be good and hot. We're about to start filling our jars. Now I have the jars heating up in the canner, but they're full of water, so we're going to pour out the water. I'm going to get the funnel, and I'm going to just kind of take some of the excess juice out, and at first we're going to can just more of the tomatoes. Later on I'm going to can the just the tomato juice, because I like to use them in soups and stews and boiling for pastas and rice. I don't know if you can see it, but it's that full, so we're going to come back and just add straight liquid on it. And that way it's got enough tomatoes in it, but it's got enough liquid. I like the hot pack over the raw pack just because I feel like you can control and get more tomatoes in than you get with just the raw pack. I'm going to dip this in vinegar, and I'm just going to wipe the lid off, the rim, and I'm going to come back and, oh, I didn't put salt in it. 1 teaspoon of salt per jar. And that will work real good. I'm going to look real quick. I don't think that there's any bubbles in that one. Now we clean the jar, and all we're doing is just trying to make sure that the salt isn't stuck on the rim, preventing it to seal. Now this will go back in the canner until we get everything else filled. From here on out, it's an assembly line. Again, I'm just going to put a lot of tomatoes in and a little bit of juice on the canned tomato part, and then the canned tomato juice will just be at the very end. There we go. change the part of the napkin I'm dipping in it just to keep from cross-contamination. I'm putting the jars hand tight, and that will keep it from spewing out, or when it goes to vacuum seal it won't pull the extra liquid out. This is the extra one I'm just taking out. Alright, now this is the fun part. Alright, I'm ready to put my canner on, but before we need to do a safety check. Make sure that this vent is clear. This will pop up and that the seal's in the right location. It's on. It's closed. Now we're going to turn this heat up. We're going to wait for the air to start coming out of there. And while we wait, I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm not sure if you can see or not, but there's the steam that's coming out. Now every canner is going to say differently, but you do it for at least 7 to 10 minutes of just venting out the air from the canner. Alright, it's been venting long enough. I'm about to put the jiggler on. As soon as the rocking starts happening, we'll process it for 25 minutes. So I'm setting my timer for 25 minutes while we wait. Alright, we are finally up to the right pressure by the weight gauge. So it's been processing for almost 25 minutes. As soon as the timer goes off, we're going to turn the stove off. We're just going to change the eye. And we have to wait for it to cool down. The jiggler is going to quit jiggling, and then this button right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this will drop down, and that's whenever it's safe to open. All the pressure will be released, and that will take I don't know, approximately 25 minutes or so, and then we'll open it up and show you the final product. Okay, so this lock just went down, so that means that I can remove this jiggler. There's no pressure. So I'm able to open it. When you're doing it at the house, you better open it up away from you, because it's gonna steam, it's gonna bellow out. Now I'm going to take them out of the canner and put them on the table over here. This is a juice. You can see the difference between them. Now if you wanted to get rid of the white lines like that, then you just put vinegar in your water you're boiling with. But I don't. I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours. Then I'm going to wash the jar and take the lid out. And it will look like this. It's on the shelf already. And I'll just label it. That's it.